So instead of actually typing anything on my keyboard, basically for the past 12 hours, I actually have been typing on the keyboard, but as we get Kathak Exquisite Taste, 3 custom mysteries. Kathak Exquisite Taste, huh? All right, but we'll be moving into our next batch of custom characters, and I need to get more. But I mean, I have more, but we're gonna need to get more. So without further adu, let's pick this first, and we'll pick our backstory god combination, and we'll get a move on. So. Let's get into that exquisite taste. Oh my goodness, character exclusive custom character once more. Yeah, I've been kind of thinking on what I have and looking at notes and also making notes as we get knowledge, light, charisma, strength, second mystery, and maybe a Takashi-san? Yeah, Takashi-san. Let me just go over my stats. 4 strength, 5 dexterity, 5 perception, 5 knowledge, 9 charisma. And we do have a carpenter hammer, but it's probably going to be something we throw. Also, no, I thought I was on, random item stats. I'm not. But we are going to take about 6 stamina damage and maybe 3 reason because we have charisma, but that's all we really have. So yeah, we keep the schoolyard, we go illegal den, and we cross our fingers and hope that Doom doesn't slap us in the face. Although with 3 custom mysteries, well, either way, because we could have... A custom mystery can replace Flood and Scissors and or Recluse and so on and so forth, but we'll see what actually happens today. So, as we get a move on here, let's go over our mysteries and I'll let you know what's been going on with me, because there's really nothing much else to go over. So we do get Flood and Recluse. That's going to be a lot of Doom. Never mind, because this mystery over here, Festival, does not have... Well, Festival is still a low Doom mystery. So, instead we get Television, Author, and Story. So, for the sake of grabbing allies at all, we probably should just take a boss mystery first here. Although this is a really hard one, so story. So we're gonna take Television first and Prey. So, with 9 charisma, I should feel no worries about missing a student here. Although, okay, I think I saw charisma increase, but we lost a point of knowledge and we lost a point of dexterity. We can live with that, because if no students appear anymore, which usually there's like 1, but if I get really unlucky, I could end up rolling Doom anyway, so that's why we're getting a move on here. So hopefully we get a good ally. We can't really let Yoichi go, but and then we don't have Monument, so 23% Doom, here we go. But yeah, as I mentioned, nice 8 roll by the way, game. If anything, I think I've only really touched on something other than game dev, because I had to clear my mind for a moment, just to think about. I usually like letting things stew for, you know, minimum 24 hours, no more than 2 days though. So at some point, if nothing else, I take a look at my notes, which is kind of what I was doing today, but I was also looking over at basically notes. Not just game dev stuff, but things for this channel as well, the ways that I wanted to move forward. I did want to start playing the second game I was playing on this channel again, so that's going to continue on. But aside from that, how I wanted to move on in the near future and in the long term as well. So, hey, is this a character? No, this character doesn't have character specific, but character specific events. But I think the Carpenter Hammer is still better. But yeah, because I do other things too, you know, try to write, and that, although that might sound a little bit odd, I do consider that also an exercise on top of just like hobbyism and having fun, but I also do try to improve my writing skills, which, if you saw the Batus I made for World of Horror, the Batu fanfics, yeah. Also, why am I attacking when I have ally attack, by the way? So we could one-shot this. If we don't, I guess option select crowbar? Yeah, option select crowbar. We didn't need to. We should have saved that for a harder enemy, but unless the enemy has about 16 HP, there's not really any difference. Same thing for the Carpenter Hammer, but we'll see. Because we could run into a ghost in which ally attack is pretty much useless. Yeah. And then Carpenter Hammer crowbar doesn't really matter which I use for ghosts. If I run into a ghost, I know I'm talking about ghosts, and we're about to fight something not a ghost, but... for dexterity, by the way, I think I'm just gonna roll on strength here and hope for the best. Thankfully, it worked out. But I think we just take all damage for that, right? Yeah, so 50-50, take -2 all, sure. No point throwing anything. We did hit both attacks, but we also, never mind, it's more than a 50-50. I forgot. because of the damage fluctuation. For some reason, I thought I had 14 damage. I do not. But as we move on here, 6th floor, so we do have a thing. I think the boss was the second encounter if I have it. And this character having fame would be nice. I don't know if they have it though, so instead I could go big RNG. I personally like Sign Contract, but if I were coaching anyone in Roll of 4 or giving advice, as odd as the word coaching sounds, but basically you would pick my weird collection, in my opinion. You could opt to reroll as well, but if you're running ally attack strat in the way that I run it, yeah, you wanna not use Doom rerolling. So Auteur, yeah, we probably just want to take Story now. We have Flood at to heal. So since we don't need HP at the moment, I'm gonna shift my body behind the recording and hope things work out. That being said, yeah, not having Fame here does hurt. But if we hope for the best, hopefully we one-shot some of these enemies. Still rolling on a 50-50 here. Worse than that, but thankfully, good things happen. And these encounters do give us a lot of experience. The prerequisite, soft prerequisite, is that you can reliably 2 to 3 turn the enemies in this mystery. I mean, yeah, that's all I have to say. Alternatively, we could opt to guarantee a 2-turn of some sort, but while we're here using Allied, no, who am I kidding? Might as well do this. Roll on an actual 50-50. And yeah, there's a chance we get out. We take, again, -2 all damage is pretty bad. We've lost the 50-50 on the ally attack damage fluctuation, though. But still, though, 2 all for 20 experience. For experience's sake, that's actually pretty good. But if you keep on taking -2, oh my goodness, the game tried to RNG me. I also never used the police station, I don't think, but it could be a lot worse. We could be doing a lot worse. So thankfully we have high charisma to run ally attack. And here's, as I said, the ghost enemy. So we're probably going to throw the carpenter hammer here. We're not going to run into another ghost enemy, I don't think. So yeah, we might as well do this now. I think the damage gets saved. Please tell me it gets... Okay, it does. And off we go. Again, if nothing else, you get a lot of experience in this mystery. But as I said, the soft prerequisite is that you... gosh dang it. Is that you need to be able to fight encounters comfortably. Brain damage is going to hurt us a lot, so hopefully we don't run into any more ghost enemies, but that will depend on the game. Otherwise, rolling on real 50-50s again. If we hit every single attack here, we should be good. Unfortunately, we didn't, so we're just going to try again. And off we go. So yeah, so this character has Petty Thief and stuff. I completely forgot. Anywho, we'll take Charisma. We might as well just roll on our... Actually, no, we'll take Quick Thinking, funny enough. And off we go. Now, keep in mind, we do have Flood, so... having a weapon could have helped, or things to throw, but that's not what happened here. So, instead... Quick Thinking we're taking for Auteur, if nothing else, but really... It's just a better perk to have So as we move on here, now if you were, just as a kind of tangent, though it's related, if you were to give me 2 encounters, one on which I have a very high chance of one-turning, if not just near guaranteed, but it gives me like 5 to 8 experience, I would usually still take that. Oh no, nice 10 roll by the way, game. I would still take that over an enemy that does 2 all damage overall, but I get 20 experience. That's just me though. Again, it depends. It still depends, because if you level up and you have a character that has good perks, it works out. If not, pain. Also, we can just do this. I think we can kick guaranteed. Yeah, we can. And off we go. Rolled low because why not? But yeah, I think you can understand what I'm trying to say here, because I would rather have a safer experience with less experience than a riskier experience where I just get absolutely blasted, HP-wise. That's all there is to say. So, we don't even get to top our reason off, so in we go, and I don't think you can actually gamble here, if I recall correctly. Because the power, well, kind of, yeah, that's right. We have 12 charisma now, so the RNG here isn't the worst. Unfortunately, it still could be bad because 80% is 50-50 to me, but you never know, right? Actually, I have 50% accuracy right now. I actually have 50% accuracy right now, so you know what we're gonna do instead? Now we're gonna wait till the next turn because I don't know if I'm gonna miss twice again. Okay, we didn't, so that means I get to do this. So we're gonna trade off 6 stamina. Actually, I'm gonna just be confident in my reason loss, and we get out. If nothing else, we keep stamina and reason even, but even with the custom events and all the custom content that I'm using, I feel like I'm still losing a lot more reason. But maybe the data from the past 60 plus episodes can prove me wrong because I haven't been keeping track. But anywho. So yeah, we just take leadership. If you give me a character with this much charisma, I'm usually not going to take the other perks. Now, looting is an interesting one because you could take signed contract and looting and get a bunch of cigarettes. But we have enough cigarettes to survive the rest of the run, so no point taking looting, really, in my opinion. I could if I wanted to be cool, but for the moment, oh, that's right, we don't even have the thing, so we'll just grab the handcuffs and go. I didn't even track my threat levels. But downtown was at a high threat level, so hey. Also, we have 41% Doom. This is pretty cool, but unfortunately, we don't have any other place to spend our funds. The illegal den can give you, I think, cigarettes, but while I have the Doom, I might as well save it for the lighthouse when everything can go badly. So, yeah. I mean, I failed the event that you want to fail, but then you get nothing else. So, I think you want to take the left choice. I don't want one of these weird events where I call it a weird event. I call it weird because the word I'm actually looking for is a non-standard event. So what I mean by that is World of Horror usually gives you choices that a choice may, so say the middle choice always removes one reason, but then the other choice or two have you roll on a check, whether it's knowledge, whether it checks for something, or it requires an item. But you get the point of what I'm trying to make here. It's nice coughing blood. We might as well take care of these while we're here. But so when I say non-standard event, maybe an event just has both choices don't do anything gameplay-wise. So, and then really non-standard is if you have one or two choices that do nothing, but the third or the second or the only other choice actually just gives you something. So that's I consider that non-standard, and that would be a not as great experience. But again, that's only looking at an event on its own. If you look at events as a whole, there are reasons to put events that may not follow what the standard that I expect an event to have. So, anywho, that's right. We need to do the thing, but we can do that too because quick thinking. And off we go. We should be able to survive this, right? Tell me we can survive this. We could have leveled up earlier, but I don't think we need to. With this much power, we have the power of friendship, literally. So a lot of damage. Now, we take this all in the face, but we missed the kick, by the way. That's really funny to me. But anywho, yeah, let's get out of here. So, 50% Doom for all intents and purposes, and I don't even have fetid fumes yet. I should just rest, just to be safe here. But if I'm feeling somewhat confident, and we should pick our level up, yeah, we'll find out what I want to do. Didn't I take... Oh no, I took quick thinking over my weird collection earlier. So into Festival we go, where we can rest some more, and yeah, we should be pretty okay. Keeping in mind, for those who don't know or may not remember, Festival was nerfed against the player. Was nerfed? No. Was buffed, or made harder, essentially, by making it so that when you rest, as I did at the very beginning, whether you take it onsen for 2 stamina or rest for 1 stamina, 1 reason, now Doom increases after your first rest, scaling by 1 every time. So your first rest is 0 Doom, but then your second one, nice 12 roll by the way, game. Actually, you want to do that? Really? Plus 1 reason? Anywho, your second rest is plus 1 Doom, your third rest is plus 2, your fourth is plus 3, and so on and so forth. Yeah, and then I should have actually considered taking Festival earlier, knowing that I could have picked up more allies, but we should be fine for the moment. Why did I stutter so much there? Anywho, this fight is probably going to get worse, but it's not like we're going to do anything anyway. And with the power of friendship, these voices will do nothing to us. In fact, we can even do 3 ally attacks, guaranteed depending on the power level. But essentially, we're going to hit 2 out of 3 almost every time. We also get a dog now, so we do super damage. If Takushi-san is waiting for us at the lighthouse, he is going to inexperience. I flubbed it. He's gonna get curb stomped by all of our friends and a dog. So, as we move on here, I could let go of Yoichi for fund giggles, or fun giggles, that too. But hey, also we have 5 inventory spaces. I didn't even realize that. Anywho. Yeah, now we're level 6, so we're super, super powerful. Yeah. We should be able to survive no matter what. We'll take stamina just to be safe. But I know we only have, I think, 2 checks that can hurt our stamina, so we should be able to just walk up this lighthouse. Yeah, and if we have the 6th floor, Takushi-san is, he's not going to do much, and we do have the 6th floor, so this is a successful run. A far cry from what we ran into before. Also, we really got 16 charisma over the course of this whole run. Anywho, I even forgot that we start with a light source, so there's a very low chance we lose reason at the lighthouse. I say low because it's not impossible, because we could just get like 3 stacks of hunger and then more pain. Well, I mean, 6 stacks of hunger, really, but even with that 6 stacks of hunger, we'd still be at 10 charisma, so you know what? Man, I think I took story second, right? Because I decided to take something else third. But nothing personal, Takushi-san. Whee! But off we go. So yeah, without further ado, I'm not going to take much more of your time. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know what to do. If you want to support me or not, you also know what to do. And I'll see you later. Thank you for watching. Bye! It's been a while since I survived, though.